Hello, welcome to my channel. Today the weather is just crap. Look at this stuff. This is April in a nutshell in Minnesota. Yesterday I was at Lebanon Hills, just loving it, riding the trails, and today colder, wet, just crap. It's gonna be like this for a couple days, so I'm gonna take advantage of this weather and do some updates to the Lowside. So here's the Lowside. I got some parts from Wolf Tooth. I got a couple of new rear cogs, a smaller one and a larger one. And I'll talk a little bit about why I'm doing that and how I'm going to set this bike up so I can switch out the gears relatively quickly, so I can do different types of riding on it. Right now it's set up for single track. I want to be able to set it up for more urban riding, street, so it's a little bit, it doesn't spin out so easily on the roads. And then I want to set it up also to be able to do trials, which means I put a bigger cog on the rear to make it much easier to pedal and really spinny, because that's kind of the characteristic you want for trials. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, here we are. Here's the Lowside. And you definitely got to check these out. Those are sweet. Green, they're going to look pretty badass. They don't match exactly. I don't ever expect anodized colors to match, but they should look pretty cool on there. Here's the new tool. So I'll be able to pop links on and off really quick. Quick links, very specific type of link. And let's go ahead and switch out the gear, size the chain, and we'll have this thing all set up. And notice I have two chains, so I'm going to make two different lengths, not links. One for the larger cog, and then another one for the smaller cog. And then that way I don't have to mess with links. I can just swap out the chain, and then I'll keep this chain for the 17. Actually pretty sweet once you get it all set up. Okay, so these are the pack tool, and they have these little pliers. And so basically I'm going to pop this quick link off, so I stick it on the two outside edges and I just squeeze it, and that should just pop. It is a single speed, so I had to loosen the rear wheel. If you have a geared bike, this should just work. But on a single speed, the chain has tension on it, so you might not be able to pop this free until you loosen the rear wheel. And then to put it back together, you basically slide these back in, and then you can use the tool to go in and spread it and pop it back in. And we'll show you that once we put the new chain on. But yeah, that makes this tool pretty slick, because then I can just pop this on and off, and I can take the whole chain off, and I'm basically going to keep this chain. And in fact, I might want to just kind of stick this back together so I don't lose it. This one pops on and off relatively easy, because it's used, and I know they say you're really not supposed to reuse these. I'll reuse them to a degree, but once it gets so loose, I'll stop using it. But yeah, so here will be my 17 tooth chain, or chain for the 17 tooth cog, if that makes any sense. Okay, we can clearly see this new chain is way too long. See how much extra chain there is? So what we need to do is take the chain tool and cut out the excess chain. But what we first need to do is try to give a pretty good guess the wheel all the way forward, because I want it as far forward as I can, on which link to take out. And I have the quick link here in my hand, and so we need the skinny part to be where that quick link will lock into. So my guess is we're gonna have to take this link out right here and try it. And I always go cautiously to it being a little long rather than risky making the chain too short. So let me take that link out, and we'll see if I'm correct on that. Okay, I have now shortened the chain using the chain tool, and here's the quick link right here, and I'm gonna just basically put it together, and you can see that's as short as I'm gonna get it. If I got it any shorter, if I went a link shorter, I would not be able to slide the wheel forward enough in the dropouts. So this is the length I'm gonna have to deal with, and we see that that quick link isn't snapped all the way in there. So let me reach over here, grab this tool, and we're gonna go in between on one side and in between the next link over on the other. From what I understand, that is how this is gonna work. Or do I go all the way like this? Maybe I go like this. That makes more sense. So pop it in. I don't know why it seems to be more challenging to pop in, but it is. You really just need to get leverage on both sides and force that thing to snap. Oh, it did pop in. It just didn't make the click that I was expecting it to make, but it should be in there. Make sure the chain's all the way on. Spin it around. I check to make sure it's in there by looking at it on the cog, and it doesn't look like it's all the way in. So we gotta give it a little more oomph. Maybe because it's new, it's harder to do. I don't know. I think it would just pop in there, right? There it goes. Did you hear that pop? That's what I'm looking for. Just took a little more effort than I expected. Now you can see that it goes around the chain ring, because if it wasn't popped in all the way, it would get caught in your teeth. Cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set up the wheel. So that's still pretty far forward, which I like. So it's gonna be as far forward as I can get the wheel with the chain tight, and it'll still ride. So this is the 19.2, so this is gonna be trials mode. So let me go ahead and tighten up the wheel, and we'll move from there. There you go. One of the things I really like about wolf tooth cogs is I have a video from about a year ago, or probably a little longer ago than that, that I took the original stock cog off of here, which was a Surly one, and replaced it with that 17 tooth wolf tooth, which was stainless steel. This one's aluminum, and it took that hop out of the chain. Like you can see a tiny bit. I mean, there's never going to be 100% perfection, but between having the wolf tooth front and rear, it's so dialed. Like sometimes you'll see single speeds in the chain will hop, BMX bikes, things like that. You'll see this big hop in the chain. Hardly any right here. So sweet. This bike's ready. It's ready to go. Dialed, tightened all this up. So that's really going to be how easy it is once I get that 16 tooth chain length set up in with the 16 tooth cog. I can just swap to any 3 settings. So I'll have the option of 16, 17, and 19. So I'm hoping tomorrow to get out and do some trials on this thing and make a little video. That's why I wanted to put this on today. So there you have it. I'm pretty stoked. I've been wanting to take this thing out probably to that area that I've done trials before that has that kind of circular area where the drop and different size steps, and then actually a set of stairs that I can pop up. I'm kind of excited to try this out in that area and see how it rides and see how it performs as kind of a trials bike. I think I'll really like it. I'll probably actually like it more than the one I built up last year. So expect a video on that coming soon. Appreciate your support from my channel. Please like and subscribe. Peace.